This is Kevin Douglas playing UWR Delver in Vintage. We did lose the die roll, so we're just waiting for our opponent to decide whether they want to go first or not. We joined into this game that was in the queue, so they might have like stepped away or something. This looks pretty good. We're gonna have a turn 1 Delver. Got some interaction. So depending on what we see, we'll either lead with turn 1 Delver, hold up Flusterstorm if it looks like it's like a storm deck or something. So they decide to keep, we'll keep. So not really sure what they're waiting for. Maybe they're just deciding how best to play their hand. Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to decide how to sequence their hand. So they're leading with Mox Emerald and Wasteland. So a good thing we've got a basic. Alright, so that's a pretty good start, but it doesn't look like they have much to do with it. So this is perfect. We're going to be able to play our Delver out and leave up Flusterstorm. And then next turn, I think we try to jam out that Pyromancer, Gitaxian Probe, and then leave Flusterstorm up. It's Tropical Island, Wasteland. Maybe we're playing like an Oath deck, in which case we don't really have a good hand. Slivers, what? Alright, so that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I love me some Slivers. Yeah, so hopefully we can find like a Forcible here between our next two cards. Did find a Misstep. Go ahead and grab the red source, which we'll probably lose to this Wasteland. Be nice if we had Gush right here. So maybe they should, you know, Wasteland before we have the opportunity. I mean, obviously they don't know what's in our hand, but But there's a possibility if we probe, we could draw into it. So Mind Break Trap. I think we Flusterstorm that. Yeah, so they're going to go ahead and Wasteland. But we are going to probe. Get at least one token. Let's see what we're working with. So, Crystalline Sliver, Gale Rider Sliver. So another Flying Sliver, and then Crystalline Sliver I think makes them into counter spells or something. Nope. Gives them all Shroud. Interesting. So, hope to be able to cast the swords before that happens. But they don't have the white mana to cast that Crystalline Sliver yet, so we're not in too bad a shape. And we actually have a Mental Misstep for the Gale Rider. So, unless they draw into some land, we're looking pretty good. I think we misstepped this. I don't want to be able to double block our Delver. Well, I guess it's an insectile aberration at this point. And since we know that one of their cards is Crystalline Sliver, even if they had another land, they're not going to have the right combination of mana to cast this that Crystalline Sliver. So we need one more, either another land or something we can put in the graveyard to dig through time. Lightning Bolt's not going to do it. So we'll see if they want to trade it for this Young Pyromancer. And that'll actually give us dig through time. Find something that might be able to cast this as Bolt or the Swords. So I think I'll dig through time just in case we find like a Mental Misstep. So I think we Mental Misstep and Gush. Keep them off of line. We have a pretty good thing going here with this Insectile Aberration. Alright, so Black Lotus. Oh, you know what? I kept that Gush thinking that this Mox Sapphire was another land. So we might actually just be forced to crack this Black Lotus and cast Gush the hard way. But I think we'll wait to do that until we have to. So depending on what they're able to play here, we've actually got lethal with this Lightning Bolt and our 5 damage on board. So we could just crack this Black Lotus for red in a pinch. I think we can afford to be patient, but it's an option. So just thinking about sideboarding, if they're in Slivers, they probably have... That's fine. They probably have Cavern of Souls. Does make our counters a little bit worse. Mox Ruby for Lightning Bolt's pretty sweet. So unless they have some counters, we could actually just have lethal here. So I might be thinking about blocking. We don't really have any shenanigans to, you know, pump our dudes, so it seems like blocking the elementals kind of a no-brainer, but so choosing to go down to 2. I think we bolt. We can always hardcast Gush, look for like a counter spell. Alright, so I don't really know. I think maybe just bringing in the Path to Exiles. I think Sulfur Elemental is kind of good. Not great, but they do have some white slivers, like that crystalline sliver. Could be relevant. Pyroblast for like the flying sliver. So what don't we need? I think probably Flusterstorm. We know they're running Mind Break Trap, but I'm guessing they're going to be pretty creature heavy. I like Misstep, I like Probe. My guess is with their mana base, they're probably not running too many basics, so Path to Exile seems pretty good. Maybe just get rid of 1 Sulfur Elemental. I mean, it might be right to get rid of both, but I think it would really just be the Flusterstorm that stays in. I think I'm okay keeping that 1 Sulfur Elemental in. So we'll go with that. So they'll be on the play. So with double Preordain, I actually like this hand. It doesn't really have many threats, but we're going to be able to dig, and I think a Strip Mine on what's probably a greedy mana base, along with the Swords of Plowshares, seems pretty good. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe keeping a hand without a threat is just bad, but seems pretty good to me in this situation. So we'll go ahead and grab our Tundra. Preordain. We will need to find another land. I think we put both of these on top. So we have plenty of interaction, unless they're able to get a crystalline sliver down, in which case these swords get pretty bad. Alright, so they got quite a bit of mana. I'm kind of surprised they're not running any slivers out. Unless they just kept like a super interactive hand. Alright, so they basically fetched and then passed priority. So I think Strip Mine looks pretty good here. I'm going to go ahead and strip that Tundra because Crystalline Sliver is what could really hurt us with this hand. We'll see if they Gush here. So they do Gush. I guess I probably could have probed there before I did anything. I'll go ahead and Preordain. So we're gonna go top. I think we wait till next turn to hopefully they play a bunch of slivers out that we can swords, and so we can actually cast our Pyromancer, Gitaxian Probe, swords off the Black Lotus, then Gush. And then just kind of amass this huge army. So they've got 9 cards. We know 2 of them are land, at least. So Cavern of Souls isn't too bad right now. We don't really have any interaction that cares about it. Predatory Sliver's great. Alright, so things are shaping up kind of according to plan right now. We might want to play around Mind Break Trap. So I think we crack this for blue. Leave the white up for swords. And cast the swords first. Kind of turn off their Mind Break Trap, at least for the swords. Alright, so they just cracked their Lotus for 3 white. They're going to try to get our Young Pyromancer. I think I Gush here. So there's a Force of Will. We'll go ahead and force getting rid of I think Snapcaster Mage. Just so we can get Gitaxian Probe again this turn. That could be totally wrong. I mean, especially since we had 2 floating, we could have cast that Snapcaster Mage to recast. But we did get to keep our Delver. They're going to Mental Misstep here, but that's fine. We're going to get to play our Delver here. And then I think we can just pay for Probe. Oh, nothing but land. Alright. So we're looking pretty good. Got some nice Guru lands. So let's see what we reveal. Definitely want a Time Walk. So we're going to go ahead and play our Young Pyromancer though. And then next turn we'll reveal Swords and Time Walk. I mean, maybe I should have swung in with the other elemental. Yeah, that seems right. I think I just kind of skipped through that a little too quick. I guess it does kind of leave up enough blockers that he has to worry about attacking. He or she. So that makes our swords kind of bad. So that's a pretty good draw. So we'll go ahead and Time Walk.
Hiring is the most challenging part of my job.
We started using ZipRecruiter about 3 months ago. One click and my job was posted to 200 plus job boards. All the top.
So good thing is we have plenty of blockers.
It's easy to compare them.
And I couldn't believe the number of great applicants we got.
So now we can Snapcaster Time Walk. Seems pretty good.
And right now you can try ZipRecruiter free. Just click the banner now or go to ziprecruiter.com/Spotify. That's ziprecruiter.com/Spotify.
Get another token, swing in with the insect. So I think that's probably good enough. So we're going to get him down to 7. So a really nice opponent. Wish me a good night. Hope they have a good night too. Yeah, so we're going to get him down to 7. The next turn we're going to have get him down to 4. And yeah, at least 4 is going to get through. So sweet. Kind of cool though, running into Slivers and Vintage.